Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, December 27th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a very good day, I'm in a really good place, and excited for a productive session as usual. Gonna hit some online classes here, do some heavy review, share as much as I can with you guys about that. Then I'm going to get a quick guitar practice in, move myself forward a little bit, and then going to dive into the production front. And it's really time to just knock this bridge section out. I've been working on this for a week. It's just way too long to be working on a section, and it's time to just lay this thing to rest. So hopefully one of the takes I did yesterday is more than good enough. If not, I'm just going to put an end to that and then try to knock out the fill going from that bridge section to the third chorus, because I really just want to get this thing done, and it's just got to be all tracked before December's over. There's just no other option right now. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'll take a break, and then I'm gonna dive back into the production front on the new tune and finalize the chorus parts, or at least get close. Just start to work on the sonics of those. I feel like the harmony is in a really good place, melody's in a good place. I just want to get the parts are all kind of scratch takes, like the bass line and the guitar parts. So I want to get those really tight and locked in, and then maybe work on some atmospheric parts to really just raise the emotional beauty of that section. And then it would be fantastic. That if I get all that done, that'll be a fantastically good day. And bonus points if I can get some writing done on the second verse of this tune. So I'm going to push it hard today, see how far I can take it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Let me know if you have any thoughts as we go, and I will update you guys in a few. All right, excellent first half of the day. Jumped into the online class front, just hitting more review, and the main takeaway from that today is is really just about constantly growing skills and depth of knowledge and investment in the music. You know, just nothing in your music business happens without the music. I mean, it almost goes without saying, but it's actually so important to remind ourselves of that constantly. Like, it's really, your marketing plan is great. It's great to have a killer marketing plan if your music actually is good. It's great to have killer merch if your music's actually good. And I'm sure there's people out there making it with killer marketing and crappy music. But why are you really doing it? I think that's the question to ask. Like, do you just want to be famous? Do you want to make great music? Do you just want to sell a lot of t-shirts? Like, I guess it's just about being honest about what your real vision is. For me, it all comes back to the music. If the music is great and I'm happy with it, then I feel great about doing everything else on top of that. But without that piece, it's like in sports, if you stop making the highlight reel, or you stop winning, or you stop, playing well or something like that, and you fall off, like, there go the endorsements, there go the big contract renewals, there goes all that stuff. It all stems from the roots, that foundation, growing that. So that was it's just great to focus on that and be reminded of what's really important. Especially during the tracking phase of a new record. So then I jumped into a quick guitar practice, just moving myself forward, nothing major to report there. Things are sounding good. I'm pushing my speed with some of these riffs I've been learning recently, which has been fun, and I'm probably ready to move forward with the class. The music is an online class. Dove into the production front, listened back to the bridge drum takes from a couple days ago, and got a keeper take. I'm so happy. That was the biggest win ever, and it just took so long to get that thing to connect, and thank goodness there was a keeper take on there, because I was going to be really upset if I had to track that another day. But you do what you got to do. So that allowed me to jump into the fill that transitions from the bridge to the third chorus, and I listened back to my scratch take, and it was really good, which is so awesome and really heartening. But I just thought, I've got an hour, let me just work on this and see if I can take it to the next level. So I did a bunch more takes. A lot of them were really, really good, and I'm just practicing getting in the zone, working on my process, refining my process, working on listening better, working on feeling the emotion, working on playing the feel, working on keeping things technically tight, and just finding the balance, like the sweet spot of all those elements that sometimes are in tension. So I'm going to take a break and dive back into the new tune in a few. Okay, excellent second half of the day. Definitely shorter than I would like, and that's been a theme these last couple weeks. I think I've just gotten into a groove the last couple weeks where I'm getting up a little later, which has been amazing in terms of the rest front. Just getting an extra hour of sleep is like life altering, man, let me tell you. But that is compromising me a little bit, so I think the key is just getting to bed a little bit earlier and not having too much free time at the end of the day to kind of improvise and just keeping things locked. Now I know that kind of clashes with what I've been saying recently of like maybe needing a little more downtime, so I'm just looking for that optimal balance point, and I'm gonna stretch myself a couple different ways and just see what clicks. So I just edited yesterday's vlog, and then even though it was a shorter second half of the day, only had a couple hours, I just was very determined to knock out my goal for the day, and I really just want to keep getting things done right now. That's really the main mission. And the way to do that is to sit down and just do it. I mean, just don't think, just make it happen. And that's really the key for me right now, is just butt in the chair, working on the thing, making the tweaks, being honest about whether it's good enough or not, and then moving on. So I did a ton of takes. I retracked the bass line, which was really important, and got some stuff that's a lot better than what I had before. I don't know if it's finished take level. I'll listen back in the next couple days and make a judgment call. Then jumped into tracking some of the guitars, altered the sound and tonality a little bit to be a little bit closer to what I wanted it to be. It was feeling a little bright and edgy before, and I wanted something that was a little more smooth and warm. And then I tracked a couple extra parts that I was brainstorming last night, some sort of chord, like background kind of chords going that are like panned super far left and right, just sort of like atmospheric type of stuff, and then a couple arpeggios, sort of a similar vibe, like really reverbed out, kind of spaced out in the stereo field to just really make the chorus a little more lush. And so I tracked all that stuff, which went extremely well. It was a little intense, but it was good. And I felt like, okay, I'm just banging this out. And then I jumped into editing some of that stuff in the last bit of the session and putting some reverbs and some delays and just kind of seasoning the things, moving them around in the stereo picture the way I wanted them to come through. So I'll continue with that tomorrow, getting it sonically to lock in like close to what I want it to be. But the thing is, like, the vocals and the drums are going to change all that stuff so much that it's like, it's not worth spending too much time on that at the beginning, but at the same time, the sound of that stuff is going to affect the way I track the vocals and track the drums, so trying to hit that sweet spot where it sounds as close as possible without, going overboard and like mixing the record before the record's even recorded. So feel very good about what I accomplished today, and the main thing going forward is just to get some more time in the day so that I can just knock more stuff out on a day-to-day basis, because accelerating the speed at which this record gets completed is really the main point of being full-time on music right now, and I do not want to lose sight of that. I don't want this to become a vacation or a break or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I want to rest, I want to enjoy my life, but I think the way I'm going to enjoy things the most is like really killing it on the work front. So I'm excited, I'm inspired, I'm motivated, and I'm feeling the drive. So it's all good. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Till then.